Hello there. Welcome to the Chancery, the finest fine dining experience you will have this side of the country. Are you lost? No? You're not? You mean to tell me that you came here on purpose, yes? Dressed as you are, yes? I see. Welcome, as I said before, to the Chancery. We have some of the best trained Michelin star chefs that you will find for miles and miles around, and their food is exquisite. It has been sampled by royals, by princes, kings, queens of international renown. They specifically request that they come here, and they are never disappointed, may I add. We have such a exclusive, exquisite clientele to this place that, I'm merely expressing my surprise that you walked in. Your suit, I suppose, to a layperson, it's a fine suit. It's an absolutely fine suit. It's got a good cut. Shoulders appear to match even. It looks partially tailored. A partially tailored suit. I would say you spent no more than, on that jacket alone, £900 to £1,500. Is that correct? Yes. I see. Some of our waiting staff make that in about an hour in tips here, you understand? Yes, well, I'm not trying to say that we're above you or anything of the sort. No. It's not a case of status. It's just a case of effort. I don't think you've understood the establishment in which you've walked in on. You see? Yes. And as for your wife here, as lovely as she looks, and she does look dashing, don't get me wrong, that dress, it's from New Look, isn't it? Yes. My point being, are you sure that you want to dine here? Not for your sakes, I'm asking. I'm sure that you're sure that you want to dine here, but look around. Look at all the people enjoying their fine food on their huge plates with sort of a tiny bit in the middle. Yes? See that person just over there? You see he's eating a single shrimp on a giant plate, and it's just a tiny little shrimp in the middle. That shrimp was hand-caught by the chef this morning on his shrimp trawler. He chose it out of about 5 million shrimps. He found that one. He cooked it in the blood of a baby lamb. Yes, and that is no ordinary baby lamb. It's a baby lamb he hand-reared and slaughtered whilst on the boat this morning. Yes, and he did that, and he got some garlic, and he put some garlic on it. Yes, it was just ordinary garlic, but that's besides the point. That dish alone costs £19,000, and it doesn't even taste very nice. It is purely the experience. This is the sort of establishment that you're gracing in with your partially tailored suit and your dress. You see, so I'm not asking that for your benefit. I'm sure that you would love to dine here. You'd love to go onto Facebook, wouldn't you? You'd love to go to Facebook and go, I loved it there. It was really, really nice. They had a red shrimp, and I had the monkfish curry, and it was lovely. You'd love to say that, wouldn't you? You'd absolutely love to say that, but that is not what I'm asking. I don't care for you. I care for the reputation of this restaurant. We can't have... What is your name, sorry? Gary. We can't have a Saudi prince sitting next to Prince Philip, and then a billionaire. Oh, and who's next to the billionaire? It's Gary and Miranda. Oh, it's Gary and Miranda next to Prince Charles, next to Elon Musk. Oh, could you please pass me the salt? Gary says, the guy who owns Virgin. I forgot his name. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You expect me to entertain such a silly notion? Look, there does happen to be a table free. Yes, Prince William pulled out last minute. He had to go on to some sort of engagement, so we do have a table free. But it begs the question, can you afford to eat here? I really don't think you can afford to eat here, to be completely honest with you. No. Oh, yes, we've got a range of starters. Of course we've got a range of starters. What a stupid question. Have you got a range of starters? No, we haven't got a range of starters, actually. We just sort of, you sit down and we just put something in front of you. You go, is this the starter? We go, I don't know. No, of course we have a range of starters. Jesus Christ. So to start, we've got a duck liver pate. Now, it's no ordinary duck liver. That duck was reared by one of the sous chefs himself. Yes, and the liver, the duck was fed nothing but whiskey. So the liver is sweet and swollen and unwell, but in a tasty way. And then he turned it into pate with sort of a red wine sauce. It's like a whiskey and red wine and duck liver pate, served on a cracker. And you're asking, is it an ordinary cracker? Of course it's not an ordinary cracker. This cracker is made from tiny little flecks. You know the stars in the Hollywood where all the people are standing on, where they got the handprints or whatever it is. That one I think it's on Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know. So where all the stars are on the floor. Yes, and he's found personally his favourite collection of artists. I think be it Elwood Presley, Marilyn Monroe. I think some other people as well. I'm not really sure. And he's chipped tiny little bits off and he's blended them and put them in a Rivita. Yes, that's £25,000 for that. Yeah, it's just for the starter. Just for the starter. Is that something that you can afford? Oh, it is. Well, pray tell, how on earth could you afford that? I suppose you're right. It is none of my business. You are correct, but you said that with such passion. I'm quite inclined to believe you. That's one of our starters. Another starter. The chef has. Are you familiar with Yehudi Menuhin? Yes, Yehudi Menuhin. He's a famous something to do with music. That doesn't matter too much. Now, he plays the most gorgeous of things. The most gorgeous of things. And the chef managed to trap him in a closet and forced him to play music. And the music was played to a ham. Yes, so the ham soaked up all the music. Then he put the ham in an oven. The oven was made out of speakers, playing the same music. And then it's sort of served up as a lovely, we call it the melody ham. Yeah, it's just a small slice of melody ham on said Rivita cracker, but it's really quite exquisite. You can really taste the high notes. Yes. Yes, of course that can be arranged. Yes. Yes, we've got a soup. We don't do soups of the day here, we do soup of the hour. It changes every single hour here. Last hour was carrot and coriander. I think the minute, bear in mind we've only got a couple of minutes left of this hour, I do believe it's some sort of tomato situation. Not a cream of tomato soup, you understand? But it's something red. And I believe the next slot, it's a lovely, it's a bacon reduction. So they've reduced bacon into its most liquid form, and then they've put sort of potatoes on it and turned it into a soup. Heston's in it the minute, you see. He's doing all sorts of mad shit. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. We've got a selection of mains as well, if you're interested in the mains. Well, yes, I suppose that is a silly question. Of course you're interested. No one just gets a starter and leaves. Okay. Pray tell, my apologies. Very, very popular at the minute is we have, well, we call it a Hawaiian pizza. Now, you might be thinking, a Hawaiian pizza, that doesn't sound very, that doesn't sound like the Chancery. That doesn't sound like one of the best fine dining experiences this side of the country. Well, you will be wrong. It is not called a Hawaiian pizza because it's got ham and pineapple. That would be quite ridiculous. It is called ham and... It is called Hawaiian because it is made in Honolulu by the people there, the native Hawaiians. I'm not really too sure. Apologies if that's an offensive term. I don't really know. The chef tells me, I don't really listen. It's made there by them. They are wearing traditional. Well, not traditional. They're wearing Hawaiian shirts. We ask them to do it just to add to the experience. They keep saying, no, this is not what we wear. And we say, put the floral shirt on. And they do it. We pay them enough. So they sort of create this pizza. Now, this is no ordinary pizza. The dough is made from sort of clarified butter. It's very buttery dough. It's gorgeous, really melts in your mouth. And the tomatoes are hand-picked in Hawaii. We've got sort of like... It does have... slightly conscientious. It does have pineapple on. Now, you can't wince at the pineapple in a restaurant like this. This is a restaurant that serves sort of weird shrimp. There's snails over there. You can't go, pineapple on pizza. I can't have pineapple on pizza. You can't do that here. So that it completely makes no sense considering the context in which we're in. I'm afraid you're going to have to sort of grin it and bear it, suck it and see there, I'm afraid. Yes, it's got tomato, it's got ham. The ham is reared by them from a baby ham up to an adult ham until they kill it. It's as I've got to say, it's the buttery dough really makes it. It's delicious, and that is served with a side of garlic bread. No, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It is bread that has been cooked inside an oven made of garlic. Oh, it's delicious. So the nodes of the garlic get infused into every bit. And when we baked the bread originally, it was baked in an oven made of garlic. It's a fantastic contraption. It's out the back somewhere. You really ought to see it. It absolutely stinks, but it's great, fantastic. We've also got a spaghetti bolognese. It is just a spaghetti bolognese, but it is a very good spaghetti bolognese. The spaghetti is, I think, grown in the fields of Italy, in the spaghetti fields. And then the mince is procured, I believe, from, one would presume, very nice cows. Yes. Last, what else are we serving? Forgive me, I have about 5,000 dishes in my head, you understand. It rotates very, very often, and I've got to remember the day, the time, the date, any of the various modifiers we have to these. So please forgive me if it takes me a second to think of the dishes. The main dish, what is it today? It is Wednesday. It was around 9 o'clock at night. We're in May at the minute, so I suppose. No, it would be fish. It would definitely be a fish dish. It's wine-drowned fish. Yes. Now, this is one of our chefs. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. They take a lovely golden salmon from the lake, and out the back in the kitchen we have a miniature, one might call it, well, it's a pond, really. But that pond is filled with exquisite white wine, and it is gorgeous. The white wine, it's... I think it's 71 years. It's beautiful, very, very beautiful aged wine. Each bottle is around £5,000 to £7,000, and we fill a pond full of that wine. And we just put the fish in the pond, and the fish naturally drowns. The fish, is very sad, whatever. The fish drowns, but we leave it in there for a little while, just really soak up the wine flavour, yes? It really gets intoxicated and through, and then we cook and boil the fish in that same wine, and then we serve it with a side of roast potatoes and asparagus. It's rather gorgeous. Yes. Okay. And for dessert? Yes, dessert we have cheesecake. No, it's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking at all. It is a lovely cake. It's a Victoria sponge. It is absolutely gorgeous. But it has been procured and made by one of our executive guest chefs. Yes, he is made entirely of cheese. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. We got him from Japan. He's very strange, but he makes a very good Victoria sponge. Yeah, okay, fantastic. I think the last option is we've got I would say we have got a cheese board. And I know what you're thinking. Is it just a board made by that chef? No, that'd be silly. It's a cheese board, but the cheese is lopped off of various parts of his body. It sounds disgusting, but his brie is very excellent. No, too strange. Okay. What else have we got? Oh, we've got fruit. The fruit, it's like a fruit salad. Sounds a little bit too childish, but that's essentially what it is. It's melon, grape, watermelon. I think we've got some apricot, and apple in there. All picked from various parts in the world. I think some were picked in Africa. All of them are picked in Africa, but it's truly beautiful. And served with, I think, some juice. Okay. Well, can you see yourself dining here tonight, then? You can. Wonderful. Well, despite your outfit choice and your dress, I'm sure we'd be happy to have you. We have got a seat free. Okay, well, if you'd like to follow me, I'll take you to your seats, get you a menu, and I'm sure we'll all enjoy the experience tonight, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Follow me.